Welcome back, my dear students. As I am continuing the properties of the fluids, in that I am continuing with the another one very important property of the fluid, that is called as the surface tension. First, we have to see here what is surface here. The surface is when the liquid or a fluid, it has the layer or a surface, it is there here now. Above that, air it is there. In between the two dissimilar fluids, air is another type of the fluid, water is another type of the fluid. In between these two, there will be the one surface or a layer will be there here. That is a surface. That surface is there between the two fluids. That is will always it will be under tension here. Tension means the force which are moving away from each other, away from the point, away from the line here. Then that kind of forces are called as the tensile forces here. That surface which will differs two variety of the fluids. It may be air and water. It may be some edible oil and water. It may be petrol and water. So two that the fluids which are soluble, mixing, they will not mixing each other. Then that layer will creates, that layer is there, that will be always under tension here. That is always under tension. That tension is there, tensile force it is there on the surfaces which will separate the two variety of the fluids which are not mixing. So that is different for the different types of the fluids here. So therefore this will be taken as a properties of the fluids here. So how to know it experimentally? How to know it this one? It is a tensile force existing on the surface of the fluid which is separating the two mixed fluids like air and water like that here. That is called as a surface tension here. That is a definition. And the unit of this one is what? It is unit of this one is, it is the Newton per meter here. Newton per meter. Newton means force. It is a tension force. That is a surface tension force per unit length. It is called as the surface tension here. Unit of the surface tension here. So next here, how to know experimentally, how to understand physically this surface tension here now. So one diagrammatically also we can that understand here now. If I take a fluid in a container here, for example, this is a one container just like a glass here now, just like it is one glass here. I will take that fluids here. So I will take that fluids here up to this one now. I will fill this one now. Next again above this the edge of this glass, slightly it will comes above here. So slightly that fluid is comes above here. Even though that above the edge of the glass, the water will not falls down here. So water will not falls down means, so definitely that means what? There will be the layer which is holding the water here now. There will be the some that layer which is holding the water here at this one here, that water is holding here now. So this water holding that layer or surface which is under tension, it is there. It is different for the different fluids here now. How to know it here in this case here? So for example, if I take one molecule in this liquid here, this is one molecule, it is an exaggerated figure, just I will take this is one exaggerated figure here now. So this molecule is under equilibrium. This the fluid is under static now. This fluid is under static means what? The fluid particles are not moving. So now, so this if I take that sort of forces in this molecules here, so if you see this one now, the upward force, downward forces are equal. If the upward forces and downward forces are equal, if I take this molecule is a molecule, then it is under equilibrium here. Means that the molecule will be under equilibrium, it will be stay there only because it is a fluid is under static here now. This molecule is under equilibrium. Next what I will do, I will take another one molecule that molecule, these molecules are exaggerated figure here now. So to show, to know that how that surface tension is there. So therefore under one molecule I will take that means what here on the surfaces here. This is the molecule, it is on the surfaces, exactly on the surface here now. So next one, if I take that forces in this molecule here now, this is one downward force, this is a side force here now, like this here now. So if you see this one now, in this molecule here, so definitely this molecule is experiencing, this is a B molecule if I take, and under one molecule if it is almost 75% is covered. If I take like this also here now, C is a molecule here, like this here. In these two B and C molecules, if we see the upward forces experienced by this B and C molecules, see this one. So downward forces are more in the B and C molecules, upward forces are less. See this one, that molecules are in the surfaces. Definitely the molecules B and C experiences the downward force. But one thing what we can observe here now, there is no space to comes down here now, because the water molecules are there, they are under static. So therefore there is no space to comes down, but they are experiencing only downward forces here now, B and C molecule. So therefore the molecules which are in the surface, they are under tension here now. So that tension, it will create the layer, that is called as the property surface tension here in this case here. So that surface tension, it is denoted by, that is a sigma here like this. Unit of this one is Newton per meter. This surface tension, it is nothing but, it is the energy per unit area. This Newton per meter, it is nothing but energy per unit area. How this one? Energy means what? Joule here. So joule divided by area. Energy per unit area here now. 1 joule is equal to what? 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton meter per meter square is the area. This 1 meter, 1 meter in 1 meter square, 1 meter will get cancelled. Ultimately what I am getting at the last, it is the Newton per meter here. So therefore how we got this Newton per meter unit for this surface tension? Because surface tension is nothing but it is the energy per unit area. So how we can see this one? It is the energy per unit area. That means what? That layer is there, it has a energy here in this case here now. So experimentally also we can see this one now. Just I will go on filling the water in this glass here now. So just see here. Just here, please observe this one. So now just about to that fill this one. So now just you see this one. So now you can observe this one. The water is there above the surface of this the glass here. But even though that it holds that fluid particles. Means what? The above this water surface there will be the air. There will be the air and water is there. In between these two, surface has been created, that is under tension here now. That is under tension, that is called as the surface tension here in this case. Now, so what I will do here, if I keep the one the plane is there, if I keep this plane horizontally on this, it will float, it will hold that one, that surface will hold. Just you can see here now, just you can see this, it is a holding, that is that surface tension, that layer is there, it is holding that one. If I same kind of the surfaces, if I leave this one vertically, what happens? That layer will be tear. See here now, that layer will tear here, layer will tear. If it is the mass is more, it will go down here. So therefore, this kind of experiments we can observe, there will be the layer under tension. And which are that one now? Especially the variety of experiments we can do on this surface tension here now. And also day-to-day life also we can see here now. As we know that some 3 cases we are studying here now. in case of the surface tension here now. So that three cases are, one is the case one, I am taking the liquid bubble, liquid bubble here now. Just one case one here, case one, that is the liquid droplet I will take. Liquid droplet here, right? So liquid droplet, water liquid droplet. Water liquid droplet means just if I so see here now. So if I the water, if I move like this slightly, the water droplets are there. The water droplets, they are almost in a spherical shape. Correct? How the rainwater it is there, almost it is in the spherical shape here now. So why it is spherical shape? Because there will be the layer between the outside that droplet, there will be the air. Inside that the liquid droplet, that liquid will be there. If it is a water, water will be there here now. So therefore, in between these two variety of the fluids, there will be the surface that is under tension here now. So we need to study the equilibrium forces on this liquid droplet here now. How that equilibrium? Because that water is maintained as a spherical. So therefore, it is maintained as a spherical means there is a force which are acting from the inner to outside, outside to inner. They are under equilibrium here now. So how this one of equilibrium forces has to study in case of the liquid droplet here now. If I take a cut section of the water droplet here, for example, this is the cut section of the water droplet. So this is water droplet of somewhat about the what we can see here now, that of diameter d here, pi diameter d here now. If I take cut section here for this liquid droplet, so this surface is there here now. This surface is under what? Tension here. This surface is under tension. Outside is air. Inside this is here now. It is a water here. Inside is a water. But this is remains as a in a spherical shape. Means what? The forces are under equilibrium here. So therefore, what I will take here now? There are two types of the forces are there here. They are in equilibrium. One is a pressure force. That pressure force, it is there, that is applied by the air on the surfaces. And the other one is that is a force that is created by the surface, that is a surface tension force here. Where the surface tension force is acting, the surface tension force is acting on this circumference here now. This is the surface tension force. This is the direction what I am taking here now. Surface tension force which is acting on this surface here now. This is the surface tension force here now. On this circle means what? That perimeter here of this one now, it is acting here now. What is that another one opposite force here now? That is a force by the air here. That is the pressure force here. P. P is the pressure force it is acting. But this liquid droplet, it is under equilibrium. So therefore, these two forces are there. They are under equilibrium here. For equilibrium, here, what is this one now? The first one is the force, the acting by this pressure. The pressure force means the pressure into on which area that pressure force is acting. Pressure area means what? That is the area perpendicular to the force here. So therefore, perpendicular to this means it is act as a circle. The area of the circle is here now. That is pi by 4 into d square. This is equal to. This is what? This is the pressure force here. This is a pressure force here. This is equal to what? This is equal to the force which is created by the surface tension here now. Surface tension, it is like this. Where the surface tension force is acting here now, it is acting on the perimeter here now. Here it is acting on the perimeter means what is the perimeter of this one circle here now? It is pi into d here now. So therefore, so as in the unit also we can see here now, pressure means Newton per meter square. This total area means it is a meter square here now. Meter square gets cancelled. We are having a Newton here now. The unit of this surface tension is Newton per meter. Into this perimeter is meter here. Meter will get cancelled. We are having a force here. So this pressure force, it is acting in this direction, and this surface tension force is acting in this direction. but both are under equilibrium here now. So again, if I rearrange these terms here now, this pi will get cancelled here. Here one d will get cancelled here now. So therefore, what I am getting at the last here now, P is equal to here, P is equal to, it is 4 into sigma, 4 into that sigma divided by d here. So this is that equation what I am getting here. What it indicates here now? That intensity of pressure which is applied by the air on the liquid droplet, which is inversely proportional to the diameter here now. If the diameter increases, intensity of the pressure will be decreases here now. So what we can tell here in this case here now. So it is 4 times of the sigma here in this case. So this is case 1 about a liquid droplet here now. So we will now I will stop here. We will see in the next video lecture under 2 cases of this surface tension. Thank you very much.